I'm sorry. It's just, I've just been through so much.
Alright, man. Alright, man. This pollen is just crazy, bro. That's how you know it's springtime, because the pollen just killing me. I'm not feeling it, bro. But anyways, let's get into this video. Let me tell y'all, let me break it down. Alright, let me break it down. I'm planning on starting this new series called Nature versus Nurture, okay? This is an argument. This is something that I found out in psychology, right? So nature, right? Most of us know what nature means. Nature is just, the way that things are, the way that, you come onto this earth, and then that's just the way it is. Like human nature, you can't change it. You can't change female nature. You can't change male nature. It's just the way that it is. We were born that way. We'll die that way. And it'll keep on happening as long as we live. As long as humans exist on this world, nature is what it is, okay? Now, when it goes to nurture, right? What does nurture mean? Nurture means that, you came in this world a certain way, and then your environment or those who raised you, they molded you to become this certain person and to have these certain habits. It's like the way that you're raised, the way that you're programmed by society. Now, today we're talking about nature versus nurture when it comes to emotional manipulation, okay? Using emotions to get what you want, whether you're trying to make that person get emotional, or you're using your emotions, you're acting emotional, and then you get them emotional, you get them kind of feeling bad for you, so they give you what you want. Shout out to Dr. BOA, all right? He was making a video about how women are basically raised to use their emotions to get what they want. I started thinking out loud. I was like, is that true? I get what he's saying, because a lot of females do use their emotions to get what they want. But then I sat here and then I thought, like, you know what? I don't think this is just a female thing. I feel like it's a human nature thing. I feel like it's nature rather than nurture. I don't think that women are raised to think like this, okay? I don't think that women are raised and programmed to use their emotions. I think that they're enabled to, Let me give you the reasoning as to why I believe that emotional manipulation is nature rather than nurture, okay? So whether you're a male or a female, when you born, you're a baby, okay? You're a baby, you come into this world as a baby. You can't speak no English, no Spanish, no Spanglish, no nothing. You can't speak nothing. You can't communicate with the majority of the world. So how do you get what you want? What is a baby naturally inclined to do? Cry, right? Because that baby knows when I cry, y'all gonna hear me, and y'all gonna come at me, and y'all gonna be like, hey, what you need? I'm gonna keep on crying till y'all give me what I want, okay? No matter if you a male or a female, you gonna cry as a baby so you can get, like, if you cry, your mom gonna be like, oh, maybe he needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
You feel me? Or they need to get their diaper changed. They need this or that, So that's where it comes from. I feel like it's natural, It's just naturally what humans are inclined to do. But over time, as you get older, you can't be like, But the tactic is to try to get your emotions involved to make you feel bad and want to change your decision. A more extreme version of this is like if somebody threatens you, right? They threaten you because they know threatening you is going to get you scared or anxious or fearful of something. They got you in your emotions, therefore you can't have good judgment on your decisions. Like, let's say like somebody like, oh, I'm gonna shoot you if you blah blah blah, right? You gonna get scared, so you like, you know what, here you go, have my wallet. It's not that important, That's a form of emotional manipulation, just using your emotions against you. There's different ways to use emotional manipulation, but the more primal and more natural way is like, crying or trying to be sad to make somebody else sad to give you what you want. Like babies cry, oh, the baby's crying, what do you need, As a man, once you grow older, once you grow up, you'll get to the point where you realize that doesn't work for you. You can't use that and get what you want. A man can't be like, oh, I just, they gonna be like, bro, man up, man. You not a masculine man. What you crying for? You better take responsibility and you better get what you need. Figure it out. Don't be crying in the corner talking about you want this or you want that. Nobody really feels sad for a man when he's crying. But when it comes to a female, right? A female can cry and You know, that's why females do it to this day. Not all females are going to use this tactic, but some of them will like try to cry. Like, let's say that you about to break up with the girl, right? She's gonna cry, she's gonna try to make you feel bad for what you're doing, right? And make you be like, oh dang, what did I do? I did her wrong. She's making me sad now. Now it's making me want to change my mind. Now it's making me want to give her what she wants. You know, they're not raised to do this, but they're enabled to do it. Like they find they're enabled because they figured out that it still works for them. As even if they're an adult, it still works for them in some cases. It's like celebrities and stuff when they be doing an interview and they're trying to apologize to the public or whatever because they did something wrong, right? They knew they did something wrong. Now they're on an interview and they're trying to cry.
I'm sorry. It's just, you know, I've just been through so much, and I just can't, you know.
And then, you know, that's their tactic to try to make you feel bad for them. You know, they cry knowing that they did something wrong and they just don't want to take accountability. They're just crying, and then they're like, hey, if I cry enough, these people gonna feel bad for me, and they're gonna be like, you know what, I accept your apology. And it works a lot of times. And that's why they still do it, because they found that, you know, it has worked in the past, and I see other people doing it and it works. So I'm gonna try it again. Now, if a man do that, he can't do it. You know, that's why men mostly don't use emotional manipulation in that way of, you know, being sensitive, being like crying and stuff. So I believe that emotional manipulation itself is natural, is nature, but then over time for certain, you know, for the female species, it's easier for them to continue to use this type of emotional manipulation because they found that it does get them what they want still. So the heart of it is nature, right? But then nurture comes in and enables them to keep on using this type of tactic. Nature is always going to be nature, but sometimes you have to, as a human being living in a society, you have to kind of shape and mold certain things so, you know, your natural instinct doesn't get a hold of you, doesn't take control of you. It's like a man. Men just naturally have a high sex drive, right? Because naturally we're just meant to reproduce. We know that we can't just be out here like, oh, I'm trying to smash any female. I'm ready, let's get it. Because, you know, that's just not acceptable. That's not the best way to get what you want, you know. So as a man, you know, like you have to play some type of game. You have to really invest into one specific female, and then you can invest to another specific female. But it's not like you just like, hey, come here, let's do it, because, you know, you can get a rape charge like that. You can just not get good results like that. You know, it's all about good results. It's all about the results that you get. So yeah, to conclude things, man, I believe that emotional manipulation is natural for human nature. But over time, it's easier for women to use emotional manipulation because, you know, it could work in the courtrooms, you know, in relationships. It can work for anybody, but it works a lot more frequently for females than it does for males, you know. I don't think that neither side was created to try to use emotional manipulation. So I feel like it was there since birth, you know. Babies were crying since birth to get what they want. And no matter if you were male or female, you were just born to use some type of emotional manipulation. Not to get bad things, but just to get your necessities. So that's my argument on why emotional manipulation is nature and not nurture, okay? So I hope y'all like this video. I hope y'all learned something from it. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. But don't dislike it. Leave a comment if you wish and subscribe for more content from All Seeing Ty. I'm out, man. Peace.